Welcome back to MTV. It's time for episode 4, I believe. Yes. 4 of our dungeon series.
Yep, which means it's your turn.
My turn for D12. Now, D12 is another one of those solo dungeons on a board type scenarios. You have to collect 10 orbs of power, get on the white square, and then you can attack remotely and win. There are 4 square types. There are small white squares. Stepping on them heals you for 5 HP, but you lose 5 energy orbs. Black square with white borders will hit you for 500 HP and will end your run very, very quickly. Black squares without a border give you 1 energy orb. And last up, the big white squares don't do anything. So they're kind of your safe spaces. The squares change in sequence, and the sequence is actually shown right there in the dungeon screen. It goes little white square, black square with a border, black square, white square. Every time you move is when they shift along that pattern. The exception being the square that you are presently on, the one that you've just moved to, will pause for the time that you're on it.
Yeah.
If there's a black square, you move on to a black square, it won't turn into a white square until you move off it. This is a really useful thing because it means that any black square you move onto, once you move off it, becomes a safe place for you to move onto. That's an important piece of the strategy.
Yeah.
And in fact is one of the key things that I use to get me by. The plan here is to plan a few moves in advance, run those through and see where you end up at a board state. And sometimes if you're looking at a start position that's kind of rubbish, you might want to go pick up your minus orb square at the start. Anyway, that all sounds a bit more complicated than I meant it to.
Yeah.
What we'll do is I will play it through on desktop now. And I'll explain the thought behind what I'm doing at each move. Okay. Omega Dragon. See, I'm currently on white, and we've got a series of black around me. That's not bad. We've got a minus 500 and a plus 5 HP, top left. What we actually have here is a trap. So, what can we do? We can move down, and that'll give us access to a white square, and then a white square. Okay, let's try that. We'll go down, and then right, and then left. Alright, that's cleared our initial, oh, this is not a good starting point. And now we're looking a lot better. Now we've got a free, we can go up or left here. What we do know is that if we go up, we'll be leaving ourselves a safe square in the middle after a movement. And that's a good thing. So we'll go up. Ooh, I kind of like that sequence. Okay, this is a really cool sequence. This is a sequence you want to watch for. Black, black with a border, and little white. That's a good sequence, because when we move to black, this one becomes black, this one becomes black with a white border, and we'll be able to get 3, like that. Now the one that we're currently on will become white. That should have cycled back around to black as well, so we can actually do a full loop here. Let's execute that. Wow, tidy. Now we've got 3 orbs to get now. We can go, let's see, we'll go right, which will then make that go black, but will leave us in a bit of a rubbish position. Now we're currently on white. None of these are particularly appealing, you know that? I think we might go right, down, and just accept we're not going to get any orbs on this cycle. And then back up, gets us another orb. And again, we've got our nice setup here. We've got our black with a border, white with no border. That's a lovely setup. Let's take advantage of it. We've got 1 more orb to get. We can go down. And there we go. 10 orbs. Up. And attack. Easy. Well, he says. I'm done. Alright. Your turn to do the exit. Not like that.
Well, that was video 4.
Yep.
And D12.
If you haven't hit the subscribe button by now, hit the subscribe button. There's 3 to go.
Okay, well, I've been the Violet Bombshell.
I've been MT.
And we'll see you for D13 tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. I probably could do it if I actually wanted to. I kind of don't.
Well, tough. You're going to have to.
I
Maybe
know.
you can use this guide.
Yes, maybe I can use this guide.